EK real spicy with more clips. Don't forget to subscribe and bang on that like button. Now let's get into it.
Hey, but this better be good, god damn it!
Got married, first got married, I told her, I said, hey, if you get mad at me or we get upset, you know, you don't want me sleeping in the bed with you because you're mad, I'll sleep on the sofa, I'll go in the next room. You ain't going to your mom, and I'm not running to my mom. We ain't running and telling them nothing that's happening in here, but this is between you and me. So I really believe that, real strongly.
I think the whole concept of love, commitment, and marriage is not in its proper place today. Because I think a lot of females feel like love is butterflies in your stomach and looking perfect all the time. He's smelling good and he treating you, like royalty all the time. That's not the reality. But a lot of women and men, I think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, go into relationships with the wrong idea about what it comes with. Okay? And here's the thing that's different for us too. It's not just feeling when you love somebody. It's a decision that you've chosen this person and you're going to be committed to this person. And that there are going to be tests, trials, struggles. They're not going to always be the same thing. But today it just seems like the mind said, okay, this ain't working, I'm out. See, this is the thing. The problem, I think, with relationships today is people are too selfish. It's all about them. So I get ready to leave the house, you got my glasses sitting on my purse.
Yeah, see, these two obviously have an understanding, like a real understanding. Core principles they agree on, and mostly being reasonable with each other. Looking to grow with each other, looking to make a way. Shout out to them.
Never seen a woman make a broke man rich, but I've seen plenty of men make broke women rich. Do you think that we have a problem in society? We definitely do. We got many of them. But why is it that, like, a woman will never stay with a broke man, but a broke man has no problem, like, providing and building up a broke woman? Because the thing is, like, nowadays, most broke women don't even think they're broke. They just think that they're dating the wrong man. But then they'll look at a guy who's, like, working 60 hours a week at a job that doesn't really pay that much, but he's doing his fucking best, and she'll look at him and be like, that's broke boy energy. Like, no, that's hubby energy, actually. That's fucking husband material, actually. I feel like as women, we have such a, like, strong desire to be taken care of that we forget that, like, men are human beings, who sometimes need a little bit of grace and understanding, too. Thank you.
Man, listen, I'm not trying to be broke at all, you feel me? But I feel the need to applaud this woman for her overall sentiment. She kind of spitting.
Here who I can't stitch his video, but he was talking about how be careful with girls who say you're boring, and I couldn't agree more, because it's not that. If your girlfriend's telling you you're boring or she's not entertained, he was saying along the lines of that she'll probably cheat on you. I could agree. And here's another thing. How come you ladies don't get hobbies? Like watching Bad Girls Club and smoking isn't a hobby. And don't get me wrong, I've been chipping it up. Work out, read, play basketball. Dude, find a hobby. Why don't you paint? I feel like there's a lot of things that you can stimulate your mind with. I feel like the more you start doing things and worrying about yourself as well in a relationship, when you're a woman, the relationship flourishes. If you're looking at your man as the only source of entertainment, that's bad. That's a very codependent thing. And there's nothing wrong with, like, you and your man being together and stuff all the time. But if you're saying you're bored all the time, there's nothing you could do to feel fulfilled, that's not a good thing. That void's going to be filled with dick.
Yo, man, check this chick out, man. Link to her channel in the description, as always. But yeah, man, judging by the little posts and comments on social media, we hear how a lot of these women are easy to get bored. Almost bragging about it, really. Like it's not their job to basically keep themselves stimulated. But no, I definitely agree with her. You know what I'm saying? The cheating piece is low key, just another bad consequence of being with a woman who puts everything on her man to entertain her. And they tend to drain the hell out you. Right? A lot of these women quick to call a dude lame, but don't have anything to hang their hat on. Nothing to do with themselves. The personality, their experiences, what they actually into, their interests, be dry as hell. Super dry. Like some of them conversation skills be lacking. Sorely lacking. So I would definitely be weary of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm around folks who hardly ever get bored. And if they do, they're pretty quick to do something with their time and enjoy it and or appreciate it. Right? Like, they're not always walking around discontent. Discontent tends to grow into other things, other negative things. Complaining too much, not being appreciative of what they have, not looking to grow. Just all those type of things that I think goes into being someone who is enjoyable to be around, especially long term. And quite frankly, those are the type of women that a man could be doing his job as a provider and still get cheated on because he's always working and all that type of stuff. We hear about that all the time. I'm gonna go ahead and add in the certain level of jealousy that comes with someone who's not passionate about something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got people out here walking around that just don't know what to do with themselves. They're not into anything. Or if they're into anything, it's more like superficial. A lot of those people I see are usually jealous of other people who do have something that they have a passion in. You know, whether that's hobbies, into sports, being creative, working on your new business ideas. You know what I'm saying? Those types of women tend to get jealous if you hang out with friends. They get upset when you playing the game, right? Meeting with the band, banging out beats at the studio, working on your favorite whip in the driveway, getting under the hood, you know, learning different things. Whatever that might be, she got something to say about it. And that's why you see these guys in their man caves. They pretty much paying all the bills, or a good portion of the bills. And they gotta get a man cave out in the garage. You know what I'm saying? Right? Doing everything they can to get away from her. Right? To keep a sliver for themselves. And that's sad to see, man. But that's part of being with someone who don't have anything else going for themselves. We constantly hear about men who don't have money, they're bums and they're lame, or, you know, whatever their shortcomings are. But you don't hear about the women who aren't into things, who are lame themselves or have no personality, no passion, no real skills. Now, everybody has to be into the same things, right? Like, as a couple, you don't have to be into the same things or have the same type of passion. As long as they got something of their own to connect with, that should be good. So they don't have to always try and compete with what makes you you. But yeah, man, what y'all experience with this? You know what I mean? I already know y'all got some situations on deck. Hit me in them comments, man. And especially if you made it this far and took the time out to listen to the whole thing, I really appreciate it, man. Definitely a big thanks for sticking with me. And I'm not gonna hold y'all, man. I'm not gonna hold y'all all night. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. This is EK, Real Spicy, signing out. And I'm gonna check y'all in the next video. And like that, be easy. Gone.